Hello friends, and welcome to episode 1 of Monster Spotlight. Each episode of this new series will cover the full history of a single monster, including all of its subspecies and appearances in each game. To start off, what better monster to pick than the flagship of Monster Hunter Tri, the Lagiacrus. The Lagiacrus is classed as a Leviathan, being the first flagship Leviathan to appear in Monster Hunter history, until the release of Monster Hunter Generations. You first encounter the Lagiacrus in the offline village quest, Guts, It's What's for Dinner, where the player is sent to Moga Woods to collect monster guts. When entering Area 11 of the map, a cutscene is triggered where the Lagiacrus is seen killing an Epioth. The player is instructed to retreat and look elsewhere for monster guts. Fun fact about this quest, even if you wanted to, you're not actually able to kill the Lagiacrus during this time. You can get it down to a limp, but it will never die. The Village Urgent quest, Fell the Lagiacrus, will finally allow you to properly hunt this monster. The Lagiacrus is interesting because it shares a good deal of abilities from other monsters. The Royal Ludroth, Gobel, Ignactor, and Ceadus all have almost exact attack animations as the Lagiacrus. This is most likely due to Monster Hunter Tri's development being rushed in certain areas. Long story short, Capcom spent a majority of Tri's development fleshing out underwater combat, which resulted in a large amount of content being cut from the game. Among this were 4 weapon types, including Gunlance, Dual Blades, Hunting Horn, and Bow. These weapons were not introduced again until the release of Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate. I believe this is why some Leviathan monsters feel like reskins of others, making the fights blend together. That being said, the Lagiacrus fight has always been enjoyable for me. The Lagiacrus would only appear again in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate and in the 4th generation title, Monster Hunter Cross, or in America, Monster Hunter Generations. The Lagiacrus was even in a prototype for Monster Hunter World, but was cut due to the monster's model and body type not interacting with the map design properly. In Tri, the majority of this hunt took place underwater, making it incredibly frustrating to control your hunter and land hits on the monster. It didn't really feel like a one-on-one battle with the monster because the controls were the real challenge. In Generations, that all changed. The Lagiacrus was given a ton of new abilities, due to water combat not being included. I found this monster significantly more compelling in this game. The fight feels fresh and new, creating a great strategic battle that has gone down as one of my favorites. There are 2 subspecies of this monster that appear in Monster Hunter 3 Ultimate, the Ivory Lagiacrus and the Abyssal Lagiacrus. The Ivory Lagiacrus is believed to be a Leviathan that is adapted to land rather than the ocean. This subspecies uses notably more projectile attacks and has pale skin. The Abyssal Lagiacrus is known as the King of the Abyss. Sharing mostly similar moves as normal Lagiacrus, this subspecies has a few additions, including a multi-hit electrical projectile and an attack that spins giant whirlpools around the monster. This monster has a dark blue, almost black color to it. Here's a few more facts about this Leviathan. Did you know Lagiacrus is only one of 2 monsters in Tri that have a weapon in every category, with the other being the Elatrion? A good tip when fighting the Lagiacrus is to break the crystal spikes on its back. If they are broken, the power of its electrical attacks will be reduced. I really hope to see this monster in future games, especially considering that the Mizutsune was added back to Monster Hunter Rise. To me, this means that they conquered the modeling issues they had in World, so we may get the addition of the Lagiacrus in Monster Hunter Sunbreak. Either way, if you want to truly experience the best version of this monster, I would recommend fighting it in Monster Hunter Generations. The G-Rank version of this monster is my personal favorite due to it being unforgiving. The monster recovers from attacks a lot faster, does notably more damage, and taunts less, creating fewer openings. This Lagiacrus was also given a short-ranged electrical attack from its mouth that punishes you for only sticking to its belly, which is the monster's biggest weak spot. Personally, this monster is one of my favorites. I remember being terrified of this thing as a kid and doing all the other low-rank quests just to avoid this one. The model of this monster is also unique. It feels like a mixture between a lightning dragon and a crocodile. I think it goes without saying that the Lagiacrus is an iconic addition that everyone remembers fondly, and we hope to see it again. Well, that's about all the info I got on the Lagiacrus. Thank you for watching this episode of Monster Spotlight. If you enjoyed the video, consider giving it a like and subscribing to the channel. If you want to keep up with more of my stuff, my Twitch and Twitter will be in the description. Thank you so much for watching, and have a great day.